everyone, my name is Phong. I'm a PhD student in the School Environmental Science and Technology in NES, Hanoi University Science and Technology HUST Vietnam, which is a partner of intensive projects. First of all, I would like to introduce the intensive projects. Intensive projects integrate doctoral program for environmental policies, management and technology 2017 to the 2021, funded by EU. Project objectives: the project addresses such as root causes of environmental problems in Mongolia, Ukraine, and Vietnam, as formulated policies in inadequate selections of management actions and the lack of the suitable technologies by building capacity for academics in science, industrial training in environmental studies in the project countries. HUST is one of the two universities in Vietnam participate in the intensive projects. Being a PhD student in HUST, I'm pleased to be involved in intensive projects. It is my pleasure to briefly introduce about my PhD study. Background of my research: rice open burning is one of the most brief methods of the cleaning residue after the rice harvest. But rice open burning emits large amount of the toxic air pollutants, including the fast particles, gases, pollutants, and climate pollutants, greenhouse gas, CO2, and methane, and smoke, and the black carbon. All of them impact the air quality, affect the human health, contribute to global warming, and cloud processes and diseases. Vietnam belongs to the top largest rice producing country in the world, which is the world's fifth rice exported. About the 43 metric tons rice, then the 57 metric tons straws, then about the 80 on and the 19% burning. And the Mekong Delta plays an important role in the produce rice, with about the 4.3 million hectares of rice, about the 55% of Vietnam's rice. Social reasons for interest emissions, dispersion, and the health impacts in the Mekong Delta of Vietnam. My research had the three objectives. First of all, to determine emission factor from rice straw open burnings. The second, to assess the impact from the open rice straw burning on the ambient air. The finally, the objective to assess the risk from open rice straw burning on the human health. My activities: first step, sampling and dry erase measurements of PM, including the TFP, PM10, and PM2.5, gases, pollutants, CO, CO2, NO2, NO2, and meteorological parameters in terms. Open burning of rice straw, files experiments, and hot burning of rice straws, laboratories experiments. The next steps: analyze of chemical compositions of sample, including elemental compositions, pH. And the next steps: modeling of dispersions of air pollutants from the burnings using, for example, air mode model. So finally, activities: assessment of health impact of rice straw open burning. And my research focused the expected outcomes. First, emission factor of CO2, CO, NO2, and NOx, and particulate matter, and the particulate mass PAS from the rice straw open burning of Mekong Delta of Vietnam determined. The second, the outcomes emission inventory for the rice straw open burning of Mekong Delta of Vietnam done. The next, impacts of rice straw open burning on the ambient air and human health in the surrounding areas, preliminary assessed. And finally, the policy on integrated management of rice straw open burning for the better air quality, recommend. Thank you for your attention.